Many people underestimate just how much learning happens when you're not even moving. In today's topic, I want to go over three main points. First of all, that the body learns by exposure. Secondly, watching trains perception. And thirdly, this is how the principles transfer. So let's go to the first point. The body learns by exposure. Everybody knows about how, the child touches the hot stove, they pull their hand off immediately. They remember pretty well that that's a hot stove and they don't touch it again. Of course, touch is extremely important, and we learn the most through this, I feel. But when it's coupled with watching, like good watching, then learning is even deeper and the progress is faster. Repeatedly seeing the correct movement or the movement that you want does have an impact on your progress. So what I recommend, rather than trying to find videos of correct movement, is there a teacher whose Aikido you want? Like, wow, if my Aikido could be like that person's Aikido, wow, I would be so excited. Well, then first of all, see if you can go and train with that teacher. Hey, sorry to interrupt the video, but some of you have been asking how you can get a copy of my book, The Teacher. The book includes a wide range of topics, including from horseback riding to Budo, the Japan experience and returning home, building intuition, attracting new students to Aikido, Aikido and nonviolence, leading by example, women in Aikido, arrogance, saying no to homogenization in Aikido, Aikido and distance teaching, body alignment, and more and more. So if you haven't purchased a copy of the book and you would like to, just head to leah-suzuki.com/book or use the link in the YouTube description below. It's available in English and it's even available in Italian, actually. That's just on Amazon. And the book has, let me show you a little bit of this book. A photo of me when I first started. Can you see it? Is it showing up? Some photos of my teacher, Takeda Shihan. My first teacher, Bill Gleason Sensei in Boston. And some of you might recognize that's Gary Small Sensei taking Ukemi there. More casual setting with myself and Takeda Shihan back in the 80s, hence the crazy hair. Another one of my favorite photos of Takeda Shihan. One of my favorite photos of Yamaguchi Sensei. There I am teaching a seminar at my dojo in Hollywood. Just a regular photo shoot, actually, from a regular class. Teaching in Hollywood dojo. Oh, wow. My friend Brandon Ishisaka Sensei, I believe that's me training with his daughter, who now I think is like 16 years old. Anyway, she's super cute, huh? She's doing great. She's still training. If you haven't gotten a book and you'd like to get one, just look in the description below this video and there's a link there that you can click on to order your copy. Now let's get back to the video. If that's not possible for whatever reason, or if it's only possible once a year, then watch as many videos as possible with that teacher. And then how to watch those videos. Watch the feet, watch the angles of the center, watch the relationship between that person's center and Uke's center. Really, really watch so carefully. And while you're watching, move your body a little bit. Imagine that you are that person. For example, I'm always watching Yamaguchi Sensei videos and Takeda Shihan videos. So I see Yamaguchi Sensei move a certain way, and then maybe he takes his hand out here. If I'm in a situation where I can't be flinging my arms around, or I'd be embarrassed doing that, like in a coffee shop or something, still I make a small movement to fire those neurons. And this is really, really helpful. Also, what I realized recently is that, oh, I should also watch that same video again, the second time, imagining that I am Uke, all right? Wow, how does that feel taking Ukemi for that? And I have friends who took Ukemi regularly for Yamaguchi Sensei. And it's amazing to hear them talk about it. So, anyway, Repeatedly seeing the movement really does help. And the subtle timing imprints unconsciously when you watch this and you notice the timing. So it does become non-intellectual, right? Try to watch things not just from the intellectual point of view. Oh, I see, he put his right foot there and he put his left foot there. That's not bad, but see if you can also move and just imagine yourself being that person. So this will really take you far. The next point that I want to touch on is how watching trains perception. If you watch really, really carefully for years and years, or even just from 1 month to 6 months, watching carefully, and I'm not just talking about videos now, sitting in the dojo, watching your sensei, or sitting at the seminar, and they're using somebody else for Ukemi, so you're watching, right? Of course, try to take Ukemi. Try to get that teacher to choose you for Ukemi by being ready. But if they choose somebody else, watch. Really, really carefully watch. And the more you watch, the better you'll get at watching. And it'll train your perception. You'll start noticing spacing more. You'll notice cause and effect more. And your eye becomes educated. So you'll pick up more and more and more information the more you work at watching really, really carefully and really closely. The third point that I want to go into is that this is how the principles transfer. Again, first through touch. If that's available, you need to couple that with good watching, and then it'll transfer even deeper and faster. If you're not the one who's getting called up for Ukemi, you need to really, 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 really watch to get the principles that your teacher is offering you. So, especially at the higher levels, if you've been watching my videos, you've probably noticed that I sometimes use shoto, or short sword. I find that it helps students drop their shoulders, stop pushing, and really feel the technique. Right now, I have a limited number of these Suzuki signature shoto available. They're made in Japan from premium Japanese white oak. They're engraved with my signature, and they're really beautifully balanced. Because of the lumber shortage in Japan, I was only able to get a small batch of them. So once these are gone, that's it for the time being. So if you'd like one, click the link below to reserve yours. During the checkout process, you'll be prompted to let me know which seminar you'll attend, and then I'll bring it right to you. Now let's get back to the video. Watching well will really benefit you in picking up the principles, not just the techniques. When you first start watching, it's all about, oh, right foot goes there, left foot goes there, got it. Then you've got a technique. Great. But how to pick up principles? Again, best way, grab a hold and feel. If that's not available to you, first of all, remind yourself, am I sitting like I'm sitting on a spring so that this teacher notices that I want to take Ukemi? If you feel that you are, then okay. Maybe come to the front. If you're in the front and you're sitting on a spring and they're still not choosing you, who knows why? Don't beat yourself up over it. But you can gain so much by really, really watching closely. When you're at a seminar, sometimes the instructor wants to use just students that they know. When an instructor wants to convey a certain principle or technique, oftentimes they know, oh, if I use this person for Ukemi, I'll be able to convey that idea easily, quickly. If I use this person for Ukemi, I'm not sure, right? When I teach, I like to try to figure out who everybody is, what kind of Ukemi everybody has. And then if I think, oh, maybe I could use this person for this next thing that I want to teach, but I have no idea who they are, what kind of Ukemi they'll take, then I try to go over to them during the training and throw them a little bit, get a feeling for who they are and what kind of Ukemi they take. So that's how I do it. And by the way, if you do come to one of my seminars, if you're training with your partner and I'm somewhere in the vicinity, if I notice that you notice me, then I'm apt to come over and throw you a little bit so that you'll get a chance to feel it. Sometimes when people are paired up and training, I actually get the feeling if they're like really tired or something, they almost, it feels like they're avoiding me and feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm exhausted. I hope she doesn't come over to us and start throwing us. But if you're training hard and I see that you see me out of the corner of your eye, I'll come over. If you stop your motion, by the way, this is a big thing. A lot of people, when they see me coming over, they stop what they're doing and they go, hey, Sensei, I wanted to ask you something. I'm like, oh. And the way I teach is by diagnostics. So when I come over, I'm usually watching and I want to see what's going on, and I'm making my diagnosis. Like, oh, well, this person's posture is just a little bit off. If we do this, then da, 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 da. And so when they stop doing what they're doing to ask me a question, ironically, I can't give them the most important answer, right? Because they're asking a different question. They should be asking this question, but suddenly they're trying to get me to answer this question, which it matters to them, but it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, and it's not the biggest problem. So I see like, oh, this is the problem. And so anyway, if you come to one of my seminars, don't stop, please, to ask me a question. I'll notice you looking at me out of the corner of your eye, and I'll come and let you feel what I'm doing. And this is how principles transfer, especially over multiple days. If you go to seminars, then you'll be training with possibly people that you don't know. So that'll take you outside of your comfort zone, which is always good. You have to retrieve information, relearn things. And if you do this for a few days in a row, an immersive situation, this will really, really help your progress. So again, number one, see if you've got opportunities to take Ukemi. Number two, watch like a hawk. Whether you've got opportunities to take Ukemi or not, watch like crazy. In conclusion, training doesn't stop when your body stops moving. Please try to keep moving. Please try to take Ukemi as much as you can. But when you find yourself watching, really, really watch. If you'd like to watch and train with me in person, I'll be giving seminars in Asia, in Taiwan, and also Japan, and also Europe, the UK, Ireland. So click on the link below for my seminar schedule. You'll find all the details there. Looking forward to training together with you soon. Bye-bye.